Hello everybody, my name is Carly. I am a psychic intuitive as well as Reiki practitioner, and I like to come on this channel just to kind of share collective energy updates as well as anything that honestly I'm really inspired by, just to kind of share and have on the YouTube platform. It's kind of like a really nice TV station now, huh? For those of us who grew up in the 90s, y'all know what I'm talking about. I feel like kids now, it's different. It probably is just growing up with YouTube as TV. So welcome. This is the second episode of Share Your Seeds, and Share Your Seeds is an idea that I had on my Instagram. It was actually a message given to me by Spirit, and what they meant by seeds was ideas. So share your ideas, share all of your dreams, all of your desires that you have for this planet, what you kind of see. If you haven't seen the first episode, it was on respect. So I did touch base to that. And I just kind of pulled from like my own life experience from, just kind of like consciously pulled from my own life experience, from energy work that I've done, and just, I don't know. I like to dream big. I like to be expansive. I am an Aquarius sun too, so I got a lot of air in me. But yeah, so episode 2 today, I want to talk about actually dreaming. I want to talk about dreaming, and the importance of dreaming and what it really means for us in terms of conscious manifestation, in terms of creating reality, in terms of well-being, in terms of just so many different things that I feel like it's, it could be talked about. I haven't really seen that much of it talked about, but if you do see it somewhere else, please link it in the description below, or link it in the comments below. I would love to hear what other people have to say about it. But yeah, I just feel like dreaming is so important for us as a species, humanity. And you know, it's such a beautiful thing, because when we're growing up as kids, we just dare to dream. We don't have a limit. You know, if we want to be pirates for a day, then we'll be pirates for a day. If we want to play with our Barbie dolls and pretend that we're Barbies for a day, we'll do that. Whatever our imagination kind of comes up with, we execute it in physical reality, right? We'll make forts. Me and my friends used to play army tag when we were kids growing up, right? And this is what we would do in the forest. We would take like our Nerf guns and stuff and play army tag. And it was such a celebrated thing. And I feel like it still is. I mean, anybody who's done conscious manifestation of anything knows the importance of feeling into something, or visualization, or acting as if, or just whatever gets you in that zone, daydreaming about it, right? Writing about it. All of this is so important and so crucial and critical to any and all of that. And I just want to talk about something. Anytime we have any situation, we have a whole spectrum of emotions that we can kind of tap into with that situation, right? So, for example, say if there's something in this planet that's going on right now that you just really don't prefer, and it could be, okay, say for example, because this is just coming to my mind, say it's like a financial system where it's like maybe you see like only a few certain number of people having really wealthy financial stability, and you want that too, right? And that's absolutely like, yes, that's your desire. You are definitely worthy of that, right? We are all worthy of that. Now, imagine if you could dream in a reality where we are all thriving financially, every single one of us. What would that feel like? And if you really like sat down to really like visualize that and really see out, how would it feel to like live in a community where we are all thriving, we are all looking out for each other, we are all seeing each other, we are all being ourselves and being celebrated for it. And we just get to do whatever the heck we want to do, because why not? It's a really vital aspect. And yeah, I think that dreaming, it's such a pure practice, you know? I think the reason why it's so pure is because we get to practice this with ourselves and essentially our lives, right? But I think the best part is when we get to live our dreams. We get to actually see the results of what our minds created, from thoughts to literal reality happening in front of us. And I just think that, if anything, even if it's something that, you know, because I know that everyone's on the scale everywhere, but I think that if anything, taking the time out to daydream, even if it just gives you that like upliftment in mood, if it just allows you to kind of pause from your day, take a break, and just zone out and just like bask into that feeling, I think that's so, there's something about it that's like so nourishing. This is what I believe, right? So I don't know, I've been meditating every day for the last like almost every day, but for the last like 5 years or so, I've been meditating almost daily. Not really recently though, but almost daily. And to me, one of like my favorite things about meditating is this feeling of just letting go and just being in the present moment, okay? And I know I'm not like the first person to say this, and it's incredible that I'm not the first person who can say this, right? Wow. You know, I bet you somewhere like way back down the road, like people wanted to feel that, and the fact that we got to get there with so many people was a dream in and of itself, right? That came into fruition. So where was I going with that? Yeah, I don't know, one of my favorite parts about meditation is just that feeling of just detachment and just letting go and just being in the present moment. And, you know, sometimes having the luxury to receive images or to receive colors that I can see through my meditation. You know, it's like a black TV screen, and then just things kind of come in, words, messages, colors, feelings. Sometimes I'll get a tingling sensation that goes all the way down throughout my body, and it's just like, honestly, it's divine, it's incredible, it's pure. And I think it's so powerful to dream, and I just love, one of my favorite things to experience in life is witnessing my loved ones, my friends and my family members go off. They go off on rampages about their dreams and what they envision, and, you know, even like what kind of a future they want to live in, right? I have this other series that I do on YouTube called 4 Hour Earth, and this also came through an inspiration of what kind of a future would you want to live in. And it could be anything with, like, you know, how we see each other in terms of self-love, self-worth, how we see our relationships with each other and our relationships with this planet, and how we see, you know, how we can just better our reality here kind of as a collective species, right? Like how does organic farming impact us? How would it look like, for example, if like say if we had a reality where there's still grocery stores, but it's also like a lot of people are getting into self-sustainability, where we all have our own organic farms and we all teach each other, and, you know, that in and of itself is a dream too. All of these different ideas and these different dreams, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful to witness another person going off about like what they really desire and what they really dream. And you can tell when it's like somebody's dream and when they're really in it. It doesn't matter how big or how small it is. It doesn't matter the size of it. You can just tell because it just flows. It flows from the heart, and they are speaking their truth. And it's such a nice moment just to be in the presence of somebody who can talk with you about their dreams and be real and honest. And yeah, I love it when I get to witness it. And I just want to encourage you guys to do this as well. You know, if you could dream up like the best of the best realities for your life, you personally, for this whole world, how would it feel? How would it really, really feel? What would it look like? Can you imagine it? Imagine it like you were imagining things when you were a kid. Imagine it without limitation. Imagine it with what's in your heart. Imagine it with the first thing that comes to your mind. It doesn't matter how quirky or how funny or how random it is. Imagine how good it is. Like, okay, getting into the mindset of a kid, right? What would your 5-year-old self say? Like, imagine how good it is to be a pirate. Imagine how good it is to, I'm gonna wake up today and I'm gonna be a sailor. I'm gonna wake up today and I'm gonna play with my telescope. I'm gonna wake up today and I'm gonna climb my tree house and I am going to sail to Costa Rica, okay? This is what I'm doing. I'm gonna wake up today and start my own business. I'm starting my own restaurant and these are all the prices. I'm starting my menus. I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this. Whatever you can think, it's there for a reason. There's this quote that came through me when I was teaching a workshop back in the day when I was teaching workshops in Toronto. And this quote actually came from Spirit, but it was for the group and myself. And the quote was, there's a reason why an idea comes through you and to you. There's a reason why an idea comes through you and to you and not to me in this moment, not to the person beside, not to anybody else, but to you and through you in this moment. There's a reason, okay? And it circulates like that too, right? Like there's a reason why an idea comes through this person and to them in this moment, why it comes through this person and to them in this moment, why it comes through me and to me in this moment, why it comes through this person and them in the moment, right? There's always a reason. Okay? You are the one. I am the one. This other person is the one. This other person is the one who is receptive to these ideas in these particular moments. And how we connect to those ideas, how we feel with those ideas, I believe that's kind of like a starting blueprint, a starting foundation to a dream that's just been awakened within us or even reignited within us. And isn't it a beautiful thing when we have that realization of, oh, this is a good idea, or oh, I feel really good about this. Hey, I want to do that. And even if it's something that hasn't been done before, see, that's okay too, because I bet you the first person who decided to create the first boat ever thought, hey, this hasn't been done before. But how nice would it be to actually be able to travel across water? I mean, back in that time, it was probably unimaginable by most, but the fact that that idea came through that person and to them, and they decided to act on it, probably because it felt good and probably because it felt like a great idea at the time, regardless of how many people are like, we're probably like, oh, what are you talking about? That doesn't make sense. I mean, you know, they probably used different language back then, but you get my drift. There's another quote that I want to add to this video, which is, if there's a book that you want to read and it hasn't been written yet, guess what? Maybe you're the one that's supposed to write it. I can't recall right now who quoted that, but I remember seeing that probably around 5 years ago. And that quote has stuck with me ever since, because let's just say I got a lot of ideas that I'm ready to deliver. And some of them are different. But following my heart, that's something that I am honoring, that I want to continue to honor, that feels best for me. And I think any and all of us, no, in fact, I know all of us have the potential to allow our dreams and desires to come into full fruition. Wouldn't it be nice if one day, say 50 years down the road, we are all thriving? We all have a system, politically, economically, financially, healthily, that supports us, that is in harmonious constructs with this planet. Wouldn't it be nice if, wouldn't it be nice if construction workers, every time they built one new house, they planted 3 to 5 new trees? Wouldn't it be nice if 50 years down the road we actually had more forests than we do today? In 2021, wouldn't it be nice if we could actually understand animals? Like, I mean, really understand animals. To have a communication, a way of communicating with them that's harmonious, that's heartfelt, where we trust each other. We trust the deers, we trust the wolves, we trust the rabbits, we trust all of these animals within where we are in this planet, wherever we live. And wouldn't it be nice if they trusted us and they saw us just as we see them, and we could communicate with each other in a sense of knowing when the pattern of weather is shifting or is about to shift? We could have that communicative exchange and we can all thrive. These are some of the ideas that are possible. Everything is possible. I just want to talk, or I guess I did, but I just want to wrap it up just by saying that dreaming is high key important. And yeah, there's always a reason why an idea comes through you and to you, and keep on dreaming. Keep on continuing. You're doing great. Dreaming is an important part of creation. And it is my intention that you really allow the best of the best realities for you to thrive, for all of us to thrive on this planet. Okay, guys, this feels complete for right now. So this was episode 2 on dreaming. If this video did resonate for you at all, please feel free to give me a like. That really helps me and my channel, and I really always appreciate that. Feel free to subscribe, share this video with your loved ones if you so choose to do so. Yeah, and then other than that, I will see you on the next episode, or I'll see you on the next reading, or I'll, lots of stuff. Sending you guys all of the love, all of the appreciation. Thank you so much for being you. Just sending you lots of white light energy surrounding you right now, knowing of your divinity, knowing of your unconditional love, knowing of your truth. Thank you guys. Chat soon. Bye.